The House has passed a bill giving $25 billion in emergency funds to the U.S. Postal Service. It comes amid national uproar over mail interference in the upcoming presidential election. Lawmakers passed the bill 257 to 150. Democrats say the bill is crucial to preserve this year's elections, but most Republicans call it a waste of time and money. Our Washington correspondent Jesse Tenor reports.
I'm a hell yes on this vote. I'm voting no. This is a sham.
The House returned to Washington for an unusual Saturday session to address a U.S. Postal Service bill. But most Republicans, like Michael Guest, voted no.
I have been sent to Congress to be a good steward of taxpayers' money. I intend to vote against big spending bills.
House Democrats' legislation would give $25 billion in emergency funding to the USPS, outlaw additional service cuts until at least the end of the year, and require same-day processing of mail-in ballots.
It has nothing to do with anything except their hatred for the president, and they're trying to position themselves in a better place for the election, and I really hope it backfires on them.
Arkansas Congressman Bruce Westerman said the Postal Service has $14 billion in cash and another $10 billion from the CARES Act. But Democrats argue that $25 billion came as a direct request from the USPS Board of Governors.
We're here today to save the U.S. Post Office because almost every American depends on prompt delivery of the mail. Tennessee
Congressman Jim Cooper said the bill protects voters from recent cost-cutting measures that have slowed delivery and could threaten mail-in voting.
We shouldn't let our ballots be hurt by this.
The Republican-controlled Senate seems reluctant to take up the bill. Democrat Steve Cohen had a message to the senators up for re-election.
Adios. You'll be getting your last paycheck from the post office in January.
In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
26 yes votes came from Republicans. The bill now heads to the Senate, where it is likely to meet significant opposition. Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter voted against the bill. In a statement, he says, quote, "This is a fabricated crisis created by Speaker Nancy Pelosi and the Democratic Party. The post office is capable of handling the mail ahead of the election."